Hello everyone, welcome to the live class. Can you all hear me? Just let me know so that we can start the class. Today we are going to discuss listening. So, am I audible? Hello, can you all hear me? One, so, okay. Thank you so much for confirming. Hello everyone, welcome to the live class. Today we are discussing listening. Whatever doubts you have, you can let me know so that I can clear and I would give you some tips. Listening is, around 30 minutes in which you have to listen, you have to read, and you have to write. So everything you have to do at once only. So it requires practice. Do a lot of practice on daily basis so that you can understand the format, you can understand how the answers you have to expect. Because if I tell you about myself, when I did the listening for the very first time, I had the books at my home. So I was just doing, I got 30 only because I was not aware of the format and I didn't know that how I need to expect the answers. So this was the issue. When I started understanding, I got 9 twice in academic also and in general also. I got 9. So it was about the way I did practice and the understanding of the questions that how I need to expect what I need to listen because they are going to give a lot of information of everything. So the thing is, you have to strain out the information you need. They will add everything. If I'm talking about the multiple choice questions, they are going to, the four options are given and they're going to speak about them. They will revolve around all of them, but you need to think, you need to see that which thing you need to find. You have to strain out the information that you need because additional information they are going to put, they are going to add a lot of information to just make you feel confused, to make you feel bored actually. So there comes the problem when you do not understand what the question is about and what they are asking you to do. So be careful, read the question carefully, highlight it if you're going for the CBT, if you're going for the pen paper based, just underline the keywords. Try to, think about it and expect the answers. So let's get started. These are some of the tips. It will be paid once only, so you have to stay focused. You need to check that what you need to find. Then you must practice a lot because you need to read, write, and listen at the same time. So all these things you have to do together. Then you should understand the instructions and question types. Instructions is if they are saying that you have to write two words, if you are to write three words, or a number and a number, you need to see how these things work. So there is one video of listening that I shared yesterday only in all the groups. There you can see I have given tips for everything. The basic tips are there. So you can see that, or if you want, I can put the link in the description so it will be easy for you. Okay, and suppose if you have missed an answer, just make a guess because that there is no negative marking, so you can guess at the end and check your spelling. Your answer must be grammatically correct because if they are talking about the past and you are writing the present or you are writing a future, that is going to contradict, that is going to be wrong. So spellings and grammar, they must be perfect when you are doing the listening, as well as it should be correct in reading as well. Next is don't try to understand everything, focus on the question because they are going to add a lot of detail. So you must focus on the question that what you need to find out from the information which is given. And sometimes what happens is the answers they come quickly, and sometimes you have to wait. These are just distractions to make you feel that you're not getting the answer. So you have to wait sometimes, and sometimes you will get 2 to 3 questions just right away. So all these things, when you do practice, you understand. Next is concentration is the key because when you concentrate, you're able to find the answers. And listen to English as much as you can. Like you can listen to some news, some podcast, or you can watch some movies, whatever you like, and practice on the daily basis so that you can understand how and what you have to do. Okay, so these are the question types that I'm showing on the screen. We have note completion, form completion, summary, sentence completion, multiple choice questions, diagram labeling, form, table completion, and map. And the 2 question types most of the students get confused with are multiple choice questions, map, and you can say diagram labeling. How to do these type of questions. And if you find difficulty in other type of questions, you can let me know that as well. So the very first thing is if I'm talking about the multiple choice questions. What is the difficult thing about multiple choice questions? Because we have a question, we need to understand that. Then we have the option. We have 4 options, minimum 4 options we have, and we have to choose one. So what the listening when you're doing, when you're listening to it, what happens is you will listen to everything. You will listen that all the options are there, and sometimes you feel lost because you feel that this option is there, this is there, this is there. So there is lack of understanding when you feel that all the answers are going you because you are matching the words. And I always tell do not match words only because words are going to match 100%. So it's about your understanding of the question that what they need me to find in this type of question. I'll try to find out that how listening works while I am here. So we will do a listening together here and then we will discuss the answers. So just today is about tips. We will do practice in upcoming sessions. Maybe next week I'll try to find out that how the listening plays in the background so that you all can listen and we all can do it together. You will have a better understanding of things. So we will do something like that. Or I will upload the listening. The next day we will discuss it in detail. So all these things we can do. Okay, because sometimes students they're not able to join in, so they can just listen to the questions or whatever. We will plan all these things. Just let me see how it works. Okay, so after that, when suppose there is a question that they want you to find something about, just suppose it's about birthday, that they are asking about someone's birth, the simplest question. So they will ask you that this person and when is this person's birthday, and they're talking about the birthdays of her brother, her sister, her mother, and father. So you feel that all the options are there, they're talking about everyone. But the thing is, when you stay focused, you will understand that you need to find the uh, date of birth of the girl that is the daughter of that house. So there comes the issue when you do not understand the information, when you do not understand that what you need to find. Because most of the time, the multiple choice questions are about the understanding. If you're not able to understand, then you will not be able to extract out the information that you need. So we have a method that you can listen to the question, then you can just tick the option which you find is suitable. And then we have the elimination method that I always tell. You can eliminate the options that you feel that this is not the one that I am searching for. The thing is, when you are given the time to read the questions, you have to read a lot because you need to read the question, you need to understand it, then you need to read the options which are given. So there comes the problem because this is a lot of things that are going on while you are doing the listening. So be careful, stay focused, do a lot of practice because practice is going to work. Because I told you all that when I was doing, when I was there doing my first listening, I got only 30 scores, I guess, 30 marks. That is, I don't remember what was that. So then, after doing practice, after understanding the format, I took it to nine, and I got nine twice, just because of the practice, just because of the way I was doing it. So you need to do practice, understand the questions well. This is what I was saying. In multiple choice, they are going to speak all the options just to make you feel confused. Understand the question that what you need to find. Suppose there is a lot of books are there, but you need to find one book only. And if some person is saying there is this book, there is this book, there is that book, okay, then you need to understand that which book you need to find. So this is all about understanding. This is about seeing that what information is needed by you. Okay, and there is a query from Cynthia. I have a query when it is one word and or a number at the same time. If you need to write date of birth, suppose it is said like 31 March 1970, then how will we write one word or a number? Then you can write only one word and one number. Then you can't write two numbers or two words. Then you have to listen to it, what they are asking about. They will, then there are chances that you have to write 31st March only because the option says that you have to write one word that is March and you have to write a number that is 31. So that will be correct. That is not the issue. When they are saying this, yes, this one also works. If they are saying you can use this one also, but 31 March, 31st March is not going to be wrong. That is going to be correct. The second one will also be fine because you are using it as a one word. This is also correct. So you can use this way. And you need to find if they're saying or if they're saying and. If they're saying or only, that means either you can write a number, either you can write a word. What about the number 31st? Should we write that? I'm not able to understand your question. 31st, I mean, in what way? You need to listen to it. When you listen, they are saying 31st, you have to say 31st. So it's about the listening. You need to listen to the details. And sometimes there is something like S and yes. You have to add it according to the format, according to the question. Like whatever they're asking, you need to add the S and yes, make it grammatically correct. So all these things are about the understanding. Sada, I'm not able to understand your question. Can you repeat this one? Yes, 31st is fine. There is no such issue because you are using it as one word, or if you're using a number, you're using it as a number. So there is no such issue. But if you write 31 only, that is also going to work. There is no such issue with that. That is perfectly all right. Because sometimes we do not write ST. That is all, that is completely all right. So do not worry about that. Okay. I hope it's clear. And then both are correct. There is no issue. Both are correct. You can write either way. So there is no such issue. Yeah, I got it, Kushal. Mm. You can write either way. You can write without ST or you can write with ST. That is completely all right. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. I got it. These both are correct. Where is it? These both are correct. There is nothing that it will be incorrect. No, it will not be. It will be correct only when you write this. Okay. Next is the map. Map is, that is the trickiest one because when I did it for the first time, I was very confused. So I'll tell you one thing. When you do the map, you have to find the starting point. Then you need to find the keywords. You need to understand the keywords because we have a lot of keywords like above, under, beside. All these things you need to understand while you are doing the listening. I'll find the PDF and share in the groups so that you all can do. And I have shared all these in my Facebook and Instagram page as well. So you can check it out. The name is Ielts with DJ everywhere. You can find it. You can find my page on Facebook. You will get a lot of pictures about this, so it will be easy for you to understand. Or after this class, after getting free, I will send it in the groups the vocabulary which we need to learn in order to do the map questions. Okay, so I will share those pictures. Yeah, I will share those pictures so that you get those vocabularies that how and the way you have to use those. So the main thing is to find the starting point and your pencil when you are doing it, your eyes. You need to be very much focused that nothing, any detail, if you miss anything, there will be a problem. So just keep on listening, just keep on moving your eyes, just keep on understanding that where they are going and which vocabulary they are using. If they're saying beside this, then you need to understand what they are saying. Suppose if they're saying southwest, if they're saying west, you need to understand this vocabulary. If you will not be, knowledge of this kind of vocabulary, then it will be very difficult for you. Because the first time I didn't have the knowledge of this kind of vocabulary. But when I did, then I used to get all correct. Because it's all about vocabulary only. The maps are not that difficult because they give you signs of everything. They tell you everything. The problem comes when you're not able to understand that from which direction they are going to which direction. So there comes the problem. When suppose they're saying southwest and you are going to the north, there comes the problem. You will mark the wrong answer. So all these things, all these vocabularies you need to understand. Which most beneficial for listening movies, short movies, news? That depends upon your interest. If it's it's about your interest. Yes, this is what you have to do because when you have to understand the direction, when you are given the time to read the question, you need to mark that where the directions are and where the left, right, top, bottom, center. You have to see everything, see the starting point, and see what signs are given and what options are written in the map. When you read that, it will be easy for you because when you see that what hints will be given in between, then you can do it easily. I'll try to find out some map today for the listening that I'm going to upload. Then you have to attempt it, and in the group, we will discuss about it. Okay, maybe I will do that and I will share a voice note about it after you have completed. So maybe tomorrow I will share it because so that you all can do it and then we will, do a practice. We'll do something about that. Okay. So this is what you have to do. Follow the instructions, follow the directions, and see where you started and where you have to go. One direction, one thing you missed, and your all answers are going to be wrong because everything is going to be in sync. If you have missed one thing, you are going to miss everything. So this happens with a lot of students because there was a student, she missed one, I think one thing she missed, and she marked all the answers wrong. So this happens. So try not to miss anything. Okay. Yes, you should write all these things so that while you are listening, because when you are listening, you can't concentrate and see which direction is there and how they are going. So if you have written it while listening to your MP3, then it will be easy for you to go, like this, the southeast, all these things you should do when you are when you have the time. to read the questions. So be careful, read the instructions, understand the questions, and mark these things. These are the keywords that are going to help you. If you're not writing these, then you may feel confused in between, because I told you that when I did for the first time, it was very difficult for me to understand also. So just mark these things, understand the vocabulary which is going to be there in the map questions. I will share it in the groups. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. And I told that your answer has to be grammatically correct. And we have a list of around 1200 words that, that are repeated in this listening. So I have also shared that earlier, but I will try to share it today also, so that you can have a look that which words are commonly repeated. Like there is, something, there are week, days of a week, sorry, and months. So some students do a mistake with Thursday. Some students they do a mistake with February, because their spellings are wrong. So it happens with a lot of students. So general same. General reading is not same as academic. It's different. That is different. Okay, where I was. Um, so the basic ones, some students do mistake with the months and days. So these all options are there that you can see. I will share those 1200 words, because you must have seen on these Facebook groups as well, because they are being shared. So just check which words are those, so that your spelling mistakes would not be there. I will share it in the WhatsApp groups today. If you want to join my WhatsApp groups, you have to send me a message on my WhatsApp. The number you can see it's scrolling, so you can check it. Slash is okay, because I have seen slash most of the time. People they understand the slash like this one. So dot, that is not commonly used. So try to use slash. Okay. This would be the simplest way. Any other questions if you have, or if you find any other question type difficult, then I will check. In exam, it seems they're giving same format as academic. Recent IELTS test takers told us. Do you have any idea? No, actually, some of the students who have appeared here in Canada, they didn't tell me anything like this. And sometimes, the people who are giving the exam, they are same, they are in the same hall, they are in the same place. So it seems that everything is same, but that is not the case. It just seems, because everyone is going to be there. There are going to be people. They are just, mixed up. Like academic students are also there, and general are also there. So it seems that everything, the reading is same as well, but that is not the case, because they know which students are for the academic, and they know everything about it. The sitting arrangement is like that, and they have arranged the exam like that only. The question paper is arranged like that. So when they distribute, so it doesn't seem that the question papers are going to be different, but they are different, because there is a difference in academic. The passages are quite long, and general, that is a bit confusing, but the passages are relatively short, so they can't be same. I never heard about it, because I have been to many groups, and many of my students all over the world, they are appearing for the exam, so no one told me about it. Reading can never be same. Just check it out. I'll ask students, because you have told me, so I'll ask everyone. So if there is anything, I'll let you know. But I don't think this thing can be done, because no one told me. Recently, there were many students, so no one told me about this, because listening, I don't think. Yes, I think Cambridge books are the best for reading and for listening because their format is the one which is going to be there in the exam. So whenever I have seen students, they get 9 band in listening and reading. They have done only the Cambridge books thoroughly, meticulously. The thing is, when you are doing, it's not about repeating. Some students they say that when we are doing it, we are not able to do it when we are, repeating it because we understand and we remember the answers. The thing is, when you are doing it, do it thoroughly so that there is no need to do it again. Just do it once, that is perfect, that is okay. So I do not suggest any other books. I go for Cambridge only. But when you have finished all these and you do not have anything, you can go for other readings, other listenings as well. But the format they follow is of the Cambridge. Yeah, this is the main difference. They're complex and long, the academic reading, because we have done the practice like that. So when they are going to be same, it's going to be an issue for the students because the general students they can't do academic that in a better way. So there is the issue. Yeah, it seems only, but I will try to check. How much time should be given to listening? Which other part should add with it? Other part means, see, apart from doing your Cambridge listening or any listening you are doing, after that, you should, whenever you have time, whenever you have leisure time, you can listen to something, you can watch movies so that you are in touch with English, you are in touch with the accent because it's all about the accent, it's all about the way they pronounce the words, it's about the pronunciation, the way they pronounce the words. You need to understand all this, and when you do practice on daily basis, you will understand it easily. It will be easier for you. So this is why I say that the first thing you must do is to attempt your listening. After that, movies, podcast, whatever you feel comfortable with, you can do that. That is the extra practice which is going to give you a lot of benefit. Yes, this is the main tip. Just underline the question and options. Just have a look, understand which options are there, and you can mark the keywords from your options as well because there are sometimes options are quite long. So you need to underline those. And when you underline those, you will stay focused. You will, understand that this is the option they're talking about, and you will listen to it in detail. And that will help you to stay focused. You're talking about reading. Okay, reading options confuses me sometimes. Yes, they do confuse because that is same with listening also. Everything is going to be in the passage if you're talking about reading. Everything they're going to speak if you're talking about the listening. So the thing is, extract out the information that you need. Suppose if you are to take something that I told that there are a bunch of books or a lot of things are there. You need to find the one which you need. You will find that one only. You will omit all the options. Suppose you have 5 books stacking upon, so you need to find the third one. The first two you will discard. You will keep on the side. You will find out and pick the third one only because you need that. This is what is going to be in the listening. You will get all the options, you will listen to all the options, but you need to find which information you need and you will extract it easily when you do practice and when there is a better understanding of the question. It depends upon the understanding because tips, we have a lot of tips. I always say tips will not work until you are doing. So do not rely upon the tips only. Tips will not work. What will work is that is the way you are doing practice on daily basis because tips we have a lot. When you are doing practice, then these tips will work. Okay, anything else you want to know? Other questions, I think they are easy. The first part, Try not to do any mistake in the first part because those are the most scoring. Because if you do mistake there, because in the second, third, the as the listening goes on, the difficulty level increases. So when you have done mistakes in the first one, that will be an issue for you because you need sometimes you need 7 band, so it will be difficult for you. Okay. Yes, you must read the MCQ and the options beforehand so that when you are listening to it, you must have some understanding. You have, some kind of knowledge that what you are listening to and what you need to listen to. So this is a good one. In listening article matters if you miss to write it should be grammatically correct. If they are, grammatically there is a need to write a, then you must write it. So if there is need to write an, then it must be there. This is called grammatically being corrected. So when you are writing it, the answer should be grammatically correct always. So try to write the articles. Sometimes a passage is too fast. I'm unable to listen. For that, any tips? The tip is to, when you are listening to the fast ones, you will not be able to understand that easily. That comes with practice only. So, this is why I'm saying, apart from your listening, try to listen to something else. Any movies, any podcast, because you will have better understanding of the pronunciation, and better understanding of everything which is being spoken. Okay. I also find if we do all right in section one, it boosts. Yes, this is the main thing. The section one is going to be the easiest, and it will, boost your confidence when you have done all the correct answers. And the one thing that I also want to tell all the students is that when you start your listening, check your headphones properly because in between, if there is any problem, you will not be, there will be nothing that you can do and you will miss a lot of questions. This happened with my student here in Canada only. The voice was very low, and she thought when the listening will play, it will be okay. But that was not okay. The headphone stopped in between after 4 questions, so she missed 10 questions. And just because of that, she had to appear again. Now she has cleared, but this is, very inconvenient to appear again just because of these kind of things. So check your headphones properly. Set the volume which is okay to you because some people they like to listen to loud one and some people they like the mild one. So that you have to set before it. The bracket ones mean that you can write or you can omit. That is perfectly all right. So they both are correct. If you write the, that is correct. If you do not write the, that is also correct. So this is why they are in brackets. These are optional. Okay. Because not every time we need to write the articles. Yes, you can do that. You can change the speed also. Like Kushal is saying that we can change the speed, we can keep it bit fast. You can do that is, while doing practice, do a lot of efforts to experiment so that you can see how it works. And suppose if there is something, listening is bit fast, then how it will be. So you can do it. Because the recent listening, someone was saying that it was bit fast. I don't know, but someone was saying. So it depends. Anything else you want to know? I will try to upload the one today which has, this map and multiple choice questions so that you all can attempt it. And then I will see. And then maybe we can discuss it on Monday as well if a lot of people will have issue with that. Okay. So I think I have answered all the questions, or if you have any other question, just let me know. If you have any other question, whatever question, whatever doubt you have, you can ask, or we can wind up the session if there is no question, because you have asked everything and I have answered everything. And try to write in capitals, because when you write in capitals, suppose the country name, the name of the city is there, and you're not writing it the first word in capital, so there will be a problem. So we always say to write in capital, legible handwriting when you're going for the pen and paper based test. Okay, this is what you have to do. Okay, so I think we do not have any other questions. So I'm going to wind up this session. I'll see you guys on Monday. And if you have any other questions, you can ask me in the WhatsApp groups. I will be answering all of them. And if you want to know anything, if you want to join my group, my number is there on the screen. You can check and you can send me a message. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. And I hope I have answered all the questions and you do not have any doubt. And still, if you have any doubt, you can send me a message. Okay. You're welcome. Take care. Bye bye.